Welcome to Pattaya True Crime, where we recap some of the dark and chilling crimes and unfortunate events that has happened in Pattaya City and the surrounding areas. Warning: listener discretion is advised. This podcast explores graphic content and disturbing themes that might not be suitable for all audiences. Righto, welcome back to episode 34, Pattaya True Crime. Your host, as usual, Marcus Obi. Got a fair bit on today. We've got Indian man. He was robbed by two ladyboys. We've got drunk woman. She defecates and urinates all over a car. Runs into the water. 70-year-old American man. He died falling from a condo building. We've got... what else have we got? We've got a fair bit. We've got a guy posing as an expert in amulets. And he stole a bunch of stuff. It's a bit of a shit move. Bit of bad luck there doing that sort of stuff. Yeah. Got a domestic. Get into that one a bit later on. What else have we got? We got a Thai influencer busted for doing a clip on Pattaya Beach. We'll get right into that one later. Yeah. And we got heaps more. We've got a pervert too doing lewd acts. Yeah. We'll suss that one out too. Rightio. Let's get into it, eh? Number one. So, an Indian man, he claims attack robbed by two ladyboys in Pattaya. Police in Pattaya are investigating claims by an Indian man who reported being attacked and robbed by two ladyboys. So he was in his hotel room in the early morning. The incident, which took place in South Pattaya, has prompted officers to review CCTV footage amid growing doubts about the man's account. You wouldn't believe it, eh? Indian guy getting robbed by ladyboys. Never heard that one before. So the victim, a 60-year-old Indian national, told police that he was assaulted around 2:30 a.m. after bringing one of the suspects to his room for sexual services. Naughty boy. So according to his statement, he met the ladyboy outside his hotel after returning from exploring the city. He was allegedly offered sexual services, which he accepted before going to his room. Following the encounter, he said an argument broke out, prompting the ladyboy to leave. Moments later, the ladyboy returned with another. It's never just one. So one of them allegedly sprayed a chemical substance into his face, causing eye irritation and temporary blindness. The pair then reportedly assaulted him, leaving him with injuries to his left eyebrow. So while the Indian man was disorientated, one of the suspects allegedly entered his room and stole 7,000 baht in cash, his mobile phone and a room key before they both fled. He also said the incident took less than 2 minutes. What, them beating him up or him getting the services? Anyway, that was a shit joke. So police officers who arrived at the scene recorded his injuries and began reviewing CCTV footage from the hotel and nearby areas. However, investigators have expressed skepticism over his version of events. Surprise. It was reported that police suspect the man may have lodged a complaint for alternative motives, such as to support an insurance claim. Authorities have not ruled out any possibilities and are continuing to gather evidence to verify the allegations. There it is. Yeah. Carrying on to number two. This one's a bit unfortunate. A drunk woman, she defecates and urinates all over a car and then rushes into the sea. Yucky. So at 5:06 a.m, a reporter stated that a driver had reported to an investigating officer at the Pattaya City Police Station to help mediate and negotiate after a 41-year-old woman who used his car service with a foreigner. Yeah, and she pee-peed and poo-pooed all over the car seat, causing damage, being soiled, and the whole car smelling strongly. Yeah. Have too much food and bloody too much to drink. Might happen. In this case, it did. So he wanted the party involved to pay compensation. Fair enough. But the party involved, who was intoxicated, tried to evade responsibility. Upon arriving at the police station, before meeting with police, the foreign husband agreed to pay compensation, which satisfied both parties. However, the lady who shit in the car, who was still very intoxicated, became embarrassed and slighted by her foreign husband, so she ran across the road and plunged into the sea, causing great panic among officers and tourists. Maybe she just wanted to go for a wash. I don't know. So later, officials and her husband tried to call and coax her return to the shore. After about 10 minutes, she finally agreed and walked up, sit down in the shallow water before a good Samaritan helped her safely onto shore. Good on you, mate. She was still crying and feeling regret and shame about the incident. It was considered lucky no one was injured. Yeah, of course. But yeah, that's it. Shit happens, I suppose. That's all you can say. Sorry about the real shit jokes, but I'm carrying on. Number 3. If you keep listening, then you know what to expect. So, number 3, a 70-year-old American man died after falling from a condominium in Jomtien. This is a bit sad, actually, this one. So, the police, led by police lieutenant from Muang Pattaya police station, responded to the incident alongside police investigation team and the Sawang Pulibun Rescue Foundation. The incident occurred in the ground. So the incident occurred in the ground level parking area of the condominium where the man's body was found. He was wearing a plain t-shirt and shorts with multiple broken bones and body parts scattered on the ground, surrounded by bloodstains. Eesh. So the area was secured to prevent access while collecting the remains of the deceased. Initial investigations revealed that the man who lived alone on the 5th floor of the building. There were no signs of a struggle or theft in his room, but a handwritten note was discovered stating, "I'm leaving because I've run out of funds." The note was kept as evidence. Poor bugger. So CCTV footage showed the man using the lift to the 11th floor at 12:35 a.m, carrying some items. The corridor camera on the 11th floor captured him before he fell or jumped. So a condominium employee reported hearing a loud thud resembling a heavy object hitting the ground while on duty in the lobby. Initially, it was assumed to be something falling from one of the rooms due to the dimly lit area. No, there were only silhouettes. Well, silhouettes can only be seen. The situation was not realised until a foreign guest reported seeing a person lying motionless in the car park area. Police were then contacted for further investigation. Authorities suspect that financial stress was the reason. Well, he did leave a note stating that. So it was a bit of a tragic decision. So the body was sent to for a detailed autopsy at the Institute for Forensic Medicine, Police General Hospital. Rest in peace, mate. That's a hard one, I suppose. Surely could reach out to someone, but anyway, yeah, maybe there's more than just the money. Don't know. Anyway, we will never know why people do things like that. Carrying on. Number 4, in the early hours of a Friday morning, a newborn baby boy, just a few hours old, was discovered abandoned at a staff dormitory, mainly that accommodates to Myanmar hotel workers in Soi 18, South Pattaya. The infant, found crying but in good health, was left in a secluded area of the building. As of the latest update that afternoon, he is under close medical supervision at Pattaya City Hospital, weighing 2.5 kilo. The boy was born at full term with and estimated to be between 5 to 6 hours old at the time he was found, without any visible health issues. So he's a healthy little fella. So reporters visited the dormitory, to find out more details, and spoke with the 50-year-old food vendor. So she operated the food stall in front of the building for over 10 years, so she'd be the one to ask because she would know everything. She noted that the dormitory mainly accommodates to Myanmar migrant workers and mentioned not having seen any pregnant women reside there in the past 2 or 3 months. She said, "If there was a pregnant woman, I would have noticed," she remarked, highlighting that the residents frequently purchase food from her. People like that in Pattaya are better than CCTV. They know everything. So, carrying on, she expressed her shock at the incident, suspecting the baby was abandoned by someone living in the dormitory. She added that the spot where the infant was left, in the dark, secluded corner, and would be unfamiliar to outsiders since it was rarely visited and not used as accommodation. CCTV footage obtained by media outlets showed a mysterious woman leaving the dormitory at 5:26 a.m. She appeared to be in a hurry, holding a mobile phone with its flashlight on. The woman was observed walking towards South Pattaya Road and has not returned. So the use of the flashlight raises suspicion as it aligns with the vendor's account of the dark, unlit area where the baby was found. This area of the building, located on the right side, is completely dark and requires a flashlight for navigation, with no residents occupying that floor. So Pattaya police investigators are thoroughly examining the scene and nearby CCTV. Although it is unclear whether the abandonment was conducted by a resident or an outsider, police are optimistic about reaching a conclusion soon. Yeah. I mean, I just threw it in there because it was interesting to me at the time, but I don't know how we're going to find out. But yeah, healthy little boy anyway. Good on you. Hope you get to have a good life, mate. Righto. This is the bloke posing as an amulet expert. I'm probably going to fuck some words up in this one, so I'm going to apologise in advance. Number 5. A man posing as an amulet expert. Yep, you guessed it. So stole valuable collectible amulets worth over 2 million baht from a 93-year-old former naval officer in Chonburi. Piece of shit. So the police are actively pursuing the suspect. An investigator from Suttahip police station reported a theft in the home in Suttahip. A 93-year-old retired naval officer reported the incident. So the initial investigation revealed that while the victim was dining at home, a man engaged him in conversation. So initially presuming to be interested in renting a room from the man claimed to be an amulet enthusiast and expressed interest in renting amulets. For those that don't know, the Buddhist amulets that people wear and display and hold dear, because some of them are worth a lot of money, and it's a religious thing too. There's big money in all that stuff. So during the conversation, he seized an opportunity to steal several collectible amulets from the house, valued at millions of baht, before fleeing. So there's a list of them here. I'm going to try and, I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I'm going to butcher these words. So it's Luang Po E amulet. It's 83rd edition with gold trim, valued at approximately 500,000 baht. Long Po Sod amulet. So that's first edition with gold trim, priced around 700,000 baht. I'll fuck it up. So another amulet. So that's limited edition with gold trim, estimated over 20. So we've got 500,000, 700,000, 20,000. Another one, 3,000. We got another one at 400,000. Another one at 10,000. Another one at 400,000. It's even got like these limited edition ones, like number 201. So that'd be worth, and that one's worth 300,000. So bringing the total loss of over 2 million baht. I didn't want to butcher all the names in there. So yeah, there you go. So upon receiving the report, the Sadahip police investigation team examined the CCTV footage, which showed the suspect wearing a white t-shirt, jeans and sneakers. So he pretended to inspect the amulets before discreetly leaving via the front door and escaping on his motorcycle. I mean, it's a shit move to steal a religious item, but it's an even shitter move to steal it off an old man, you know? Anyway, as karma is real, he'll get caught one way or the other. Carrying on, number 6. This one's a bit of a crack up. So, one man injured in Pattaya after drunk friends brawl over who does a better job. So you're going to crack over who does the job better. So it reads like this. A night of friendship at a local drinking spot turned into violence early on Saturday morning when 2 longtime friends clashed over boasts about their work skills, resulting in one man being struck with a broken beer bottle. That is according to Pattaya authorities. The incident took place around 10 p.m. at a commercial building along Railway Road in Kautalo. Pattaya's Sawang Bulibun Rescue Radio Centre received a report of the brawling involving injuries and dispatched a team of volunteers to the scene. When they arrived, responders found a 38-year-old man bleeding from a deep wound on his forehead and a gash across his face. The victim, who appeared heavily intoxicated, was given immediate first aid before being rushed to the hospital for treatment. Shards of shattered glass littered the floor at the site, evidence of the escalating confrontation. Just imagine having a fucking argument over who does the job better. Yeah, I was going to tell a story then, but I won't. So, the alleged suspect, 33-year-old man, also visibly drunk, remained at the scene cooperating with police. Both men are reported to be close friends who frequent the area for drinking. The suspect stated how the evening began. He said, "We were best mates, knocking back several beers together and chatting away." He said, but the alcohol kicked in. We started arguing about our jobs, who was better at what. It got heated. He stood up and started punching me. I couldn't fight back properly, so I grabbed a beer bottle, swung it at him, hitting him in the head. When I saw him hurt like that, I stopped right away and called for help. Good mate, I suppose. So police are investigating the matter as a case of assault. With no arrests made, the victim is reported to be in a stable condition. So they'll get over it. They'll be drinking next weekend. Just don't talk about work. You'll be right. Number 7. We've got a Brazilian tourist arrested in Pattaya for allegedly assaulting a traffic officer. The 31-year-old Brazilian woman was arrested in the early morning after the alleged assault during a routine traffic stop. I saw the video clip of this. That man's got composure. That's all I'm going to say. Well, it's not all I'm going to say, but you know what I mean. So around 2 a.m, the traffic officer from Pattaya City Police Station was conducting routine traffic enforcement when he observed a foreign national riding a motorcycle against the flow of traffic on Pattaya's second road toward Beach Road without wearing a helmet. Double whammy. Driving the wrong way up the road and no helmet. So the officer stopped the rider, described as a foreign woman, intending to issue a warning for the traffic violations. However, the situation escalated when the woman allegedly reacted aggressively. According to the deputy, she became irate, uncooperative, and verbally abusive when informed of the traffic violations and the impending fine under Thailand's Road Traffic Act. Pardon me. So the coughed and lost my spot altogether. So her agitation intensified, leading to her allegedly punching the officer in the face and spitting on him. Despite efforts to restrain her, including the use of handcuffs, she continued to resist, kicking the officer's backside and spitting again. Yeah, like I said, I've seen the video. He really kept his calm, man. So during the assault, the officer remained calm, maintaining a professional demeanour. He sure bloody did. He told reporters, while enforcing traffic discipline, I noticed the individual riding against traffic without a helmet. When I attempted to issue a warning, she became furious and attacked me. We had to call for backup to apprehend her. She was taken into custody and is now facing multiple charges, including assaulting an on-duty police officer, resisting law enforcement, and violations for driving against traffic with no helmet. She has been detained at the Pattaya City Police Station and will face further legal proceedings. She deserves every little bit of it too, bitch. Anyway, she won't be doing that again in a hurry. Maybe she will. So, righto, carrying on. Number 8, an Indian tourist was seriously injured and taken to the hospital following an altercation in Pattaya. So shortly after midnight, the incident, which began after a dispute over public urination, happened outside a market on Pattaya 2nd Road in the Nongpru district. Emergency services were called to the scene. Upon arrival, paramedics found an unconscious man with head injuries. The 52-year-old victim was immediately given first aid before being urgently transported to the local hospital. It's no good, he's cracked his head on the ground. So the assailants had left the area before the police arrived. Initial investigations and witness statements suggested the confrontation began when the Indian man was urinating on the roadside fence. Free visas. So a motorcycle taxi driver who witnessed the start of the event reported that locals advised the man to use the public conveniences in the nearby market instead. When the man reportedly disregarded the advice, his companions began to argue with the locals. Well, there's your mistake there. So the disagreement quickly escalated into a physical altercation. During the fight, the Indian man fell and hit his head on the ground, sustaining a head injury. That's no good. A friend of the victim claimed the altercation involved 4 Thai individuals who allegedly struck and punched the man, which prompted the man to fall. Investigators are now pursuing the suspects, with police confirming that CCTV footage captured parts of the incident and has been secured and submitted as evidence. Public urination is a bit of a hot topic in Pattaya at the moment. Just use a toilet. It's not that hard. There's a lot of them. Anyway. Domestic. Bit of a domestic. Number 9, a woman was left with serious injuries in Pattaya after her husband allegedly slashed her throat during a domestic dispute. She's alright, by the way. So according to reporters, the couple had been drinking when the argument broke out. The situation escalated when the husband reportedly grabbed a knife and attacked his wife after her son intervened in the altercation. Sorry, the power just went out and back on. Yeah. The incident took place at around 4 p.m. in a temporary shelter in Soi Bun in Nongpru. Sorry. So the Sawang Wulibun Foundation and the Banglamung Police responded to an emergency call. The victim, a 56-year-old woman, sustained a deep wound on the right side of her neck. The injury was about 1 inch wide and located just 2 centimetres away from her windpipe. Lucky. Rescue personnel provided first aid and took her to the hospital for treatment. So it's reported that the woman is expected to make a full recovery. Good, she's going to be fine. The suspect, a 55-year-old man, remained at the scene and was found to be under the influence of alcohol. He showed officers a knife allegedly used in the incident, a blade measuring 20 to 30 centimetres. So according to the victim, they had been drinking together when they became agitated, or he became agitated and slapped her. Her 27-year-old son witnessed the assault and intervened by pushing the man away, He then reportedly grabbed a knife and attempted to attack the son, but the victim tried to stop him and was injured in the process. The son stated that he punched the man after seeing his mother's wound. Fair enough too, I suppose. So neighbours intervened, and the son left the residence to stay at a friend's house. So he said he had witnessed repeated incidents of violence involving the man while he was intoxicated. The man admitted to injuring the victim but claimed it was accidental. Yeah. So he told police that he picked up the knife to defend himself after being punched by her son. During the struggle, the knife struck his wife. Police detained the man at the Nong Pru police station. Legal proceedings will begin once the victim formally files charges. Yeah. What are you going to do? So number 10. We'll carry on. That's what we're going to do. So Pattaya police say popular Thai influencer having a gold necklace stolen on Pattaya Beach in a viral video was staged, and legal action is coming. The viral video featuring a well-known influencer, Kong, we'll say the name because it's not really meant to be private, I suppose. So claiming their 50 baht necklace was snatched on Pattaya's central beach. So it stirred a bit of debate with locals questioning the incident's authenticity. So the clip posted by the popular social media page has now been revealed as a promotional stunt for a local shop, bringing an investigation by Pattaya police. According to the post, Kong and her friend, Petch, we'll call her Petch, that's what it says, so known for an outspoken persona, were standing on the beachfront when a man in a black shirt with English text, approximately 170 centimetres tall, allegedly snatched Kong's necklace. Petch, then visibly shaken, urges fans to report any sightings of the suspect and share details of their immediate report to police. She said, Kong loves wearing gold. It's her style with gold prices soaring. Everyone needs to stay vigilant. She said, warning of potential dangers beyond material loss. Yeah, you fucked up there. The video drew online criticism, with some slamming Pattaya's safety for tourists, while others suspected it was staged promotion for a shop or product. Turns out it was, and yeah, they don't really like that in Pattaya. Many locals expressed frustration, arguing such content, if fabricated, tarnishes Pattaya's reputation as a tourist destination, which is fair enough. Local reporters, well, it can't be all ladyboys and fucking Indians, can it? Sorry. Local reporters reached out to police. Oh, sorry. God. I shouldn't say shit like that, but I do. Local reporters reached out to Police Colonel, Superintendent of Pattaya City Police Station, who confirmed the incident was found by their investigation to be a promotional gimmick for a local business. Deeming the stunt damaging to Pattaya's image, he then ordered an investigation team to track down the influencer, the shop owner, for questioning. So he said this kind of promotion creates a negative impact on the city, he stated, adding that legal action would follow. As of now, authorities have been unable to contact either party. He also stressed fake clips like this, designed to go viral, but that hurt the image of Pattaya, would be fully prosecuted by the law. So, yeah, there you go. Can't muck around like that, I suppose. Righto, number 11. This is the bold pervert. They've dubbed him the bold pervert. And it's not me. Might be bold. Might be a pervert, but it's not me. Anyway, carrying on. Local Pattaya residents warn about suspected, dubbed the bold pervert, engaging in lewd acts in broad daylight at local condos. At 4 p.m, local residents in Pattaya raised alarms after a middle-aged man around 45 to 55 years old was caught on CCTV committing obscene acts. Yes, it's fucked up. So the suspect, described as a bold man with medium build, standing approximately 100 to 170 to 180 centimetres tall, who Thai social media is calling the bold pervert. He was seen following a young woman into a condominium and masturbating in plain sight. Yeah. Skinny bit of bamboo would sort that out. Flog the fuck out of him with it. So multiple incidents of similar behaviour have been reported across Pattaya, prompting residents to share CCTV footage on social media to warn women living alone in busy community areas. The suspect, who's dressed deceptively well in a black t-shirt, long pants and carrying a backpack, was recorded targeting attractive women, following them into condos and engaging in perverse acts. Ew. In one incident, a quick-thinking woman narrowly escaped by rushing into her room and locking her door. Additional CCTV footage revealed the same man riding a motorcycle, parking near a building and prowling the hallways and peering into rooms. He was seen clutching his groin and masturbating as he moved. Fucking sick bastard, man. The shocking videos have left residents horrified and fearful. A local woman known as Auntie, she reported that the man targets rooms with women's shoes placed outside, where he engages in lewd behaviour, including attempting to open the doors. After witnessing these disturbing acts, she printed CCTV images to post warnings around the condo and urged police to apprehend the suspect before the bold pervert's actions escalated to more serious crimes like assault or rape. Authorities are under pressure to act swiftly and track down and arrest the man to ensure safety for the community. They'll catch him. 100% they'll catch him. Fucking dirty cunt. Carrying on, we'll wrap this up with this one. Number 12. Pattaya sex scandal. This one is a couple of tourists engaging in a raunchy route on a balcony. A couple of carefree tourists were caught on camera engaging in a sex act on a balcony in central Pattaya, prompting public outrage and calls for officials to take action. The incident took place at a well-known high-rise condominium on Pattaya's Second Road in the Nong Pru sub-district. Up on the balcony, smacking bellies. So the building sits in a busy residential and tourist area, frequented both by local Thais and international visitors. Local reporters received a complaint along with a video clip showing a man and a woman of unknown nationality apparently having sex on a balcony of one of the building's upper floors. It wasn't, gotta say apparently, but the video, yeah. They're fucking on a balcony, naked, during the day. Everyone can see. The footage quickly escalated. Fucking hell. So it wouldn't be a Pattaya True Crime episode if I didn't fuck it up. The footage quickly spread online, prompting concern from residents and officials. 31-year-old motorcycle taxi driver who witnessed the act firsthand. Again, the CCTV is good, but motorcycle taxi drivers, and like earlier, the lady selling the food outside of the apartment building, they're the good ones. So he said he was waiting for a customer opposite the condo at around 2 p.m. when the scene unfolded. At first, I thought they were just being playful, but then it became very clear what was happening. Well, yeah, it would. Sorry, I'm like a little kid giggling away. So they were completely exposed, not caring who was watching. People nearby were shocked and some started filming. It was really inappropriate, especially in a public area like this. The man urged police to take action. Yeah, it is inappropriate. Could be kids around or something, Fuck me. Go inside. So Pattaya has a reputation as a party town, but this is too far. It sends the wrong message to tourists that anything goes here. That's true. The footage had sparked debate about public decency and the city's image as a tourist destination. Pattaya, long renowned for its nightlife, has been working to rebrand itself as a family-friendly destination in recent years. promoting its beaches, events, and cultural attractions. Police have been urged to investigate the incident and issue warnings or penalties to prevent similar acts in the future. Yeah. So while the identity and nationality of the couple remain unknown, officials will review or may review CCTV footage from the building and the surrounding areas to assist in the investigation. Yeah, I don't know. Just, yeah. You can't get away with everything in Thailand. Have a bit of respect. Fuck on the bed. Anyway, or make love or smack bellies, whatever you want to call it. Privacy. Privacy is good. Anyway, that'll do us for this week's episode. Be back very shortly with another one. Won't have to wait too long this time. I'm all over it. I'm all over it now. I've got a good little setup in my new location. Righto. Thanks for listening. Give us a like or a sub or whatever. Give us a comment. It's a bit of feedback if you will. Until then, you know how it goes. Stay safe out there, people. Stay safe.